Hello and welcome to KamenRider Blackman. Today's tier list video is inspired by Connor the Waffle's recent deep dive on Morphers and Power Rangers, which was basically a Morphers tier list video ranking all the Morphers from Mighty Morphin to Cosmic Fury. So I'd figure, why not do the same, but with Sentai? Morphers are genuinely my favorite type of roleplay toy to buy. Second from a weapon on occasion. I'm not even into action figures or buying a Megazord all that much. I could see myself buying a Megazord if I like the intricacy or transformation sequence of it, but I've been a fan of Morphers since day one. And so, the fact that I'm doing this with Sentai, I at least have a lot more variety to work with instead of from 30 years. So, let's get into it. Let's rank every Morpher ever, or Changer in this case, starting from the very beginning to now with Gozuger. I was going to say Battle Fever, but very first thing ever, or at least the hint of not even morphing, but I might as well that. The first hint ever of morphing was, well, Go Ranger, just spinning into a circle, and then they're in suit. You can see for Go Ranger, there's just a whole spinning direction, because I found one once on another Sentai Changers tier list, and I thought, that's actually pretty funny. And just to rank that somewhere. Oh, and by the way, all the ranks for this video are S being the best, A being great, B being alright, C being not my particular favorite, D being not, doesn't do it for me, and E being, okay, this was 2 of whatever it is, and being, you know what, I thought I was going to have for this really doesn't do it for me, but now I just realized that can just be D. So why don't we just, not D, that could just be E. So why don't we have E on here for and change E to F, because, I don't know, maybe there'll be a morph on here I'm not the biggest fan of. Who knows, it's only been 50 years of Sentai. So let's start off first with Go Ranger. Go Ranger never had a morpher. We don't get an actual or proper morpher, I want to say, until Denziman. But Jakku and Battle Fever J apparently have some potentials. But Go Ranger, no morpher. They just quick changed into their outfits, as did Battle Fever J. But with that said, joke-wise, it should be an but literally quick changing into your outfit like that, it's just so Superman. So, if I put this anywhere else, someone's just going to ask, why is it there? So honestly, I might just say, okay, for the sake of a joke, and not to take it too seriously, I'm going to put it in D. Since technically, yes, Go Rangers don't have morphers, and they quick change into their outfits, and how they do it is just so simple that, hey, it was the 70s, New Age comics and everything. So next, the power capsules from Jakku. This is another joke thing that I saw. But yeah, the capsules from Jakku, these are the morphers. These have to morph for the Rangers, as opposed to the Rangers doing it themselves. Mind you, now I haven't seen Jakku to know if they do anything different, but this is how they morph, and it seems like such a hindrance. If you're in an unmorphed fight scene fighting minions, then you get to a monster, you unfortunately can't morph right away. You'll have to time out from battle just to get to a capsule and transform that way. Like, the monster could go about destroying the city by that point, especially with how long it takes for them to transform. Like, so I'm sorry, it's just not. I'm sorry, it's just not doing it for me. So the capsule's got to go in F. This was before morphers could be more condensed, and it was straight up altering. Not even altering, it's just putting the suits on for them. Unfortunately. And so now, these battle receivers from Battle Fever J, these are a little bit of contingents, because in Battle Fever J, the Rangers do quick change into their outfits, but I believe I read somewhere that that the battle receivers could also hide their suits in their watch, kind of like what Toei's Spider-Man did. But once again, I haven't seen Battle Fever J, so I wouldn't know for sure. But, and it's also, of course, a communicator for them, so meh. This I might go in if only because, like what I said, the Battle Fever J team can they quick change into their outfits, and the communicator is a communicator, but design-wise too, I'm not even putting in F because it may serve some function, like more function, so that's all I'll do. So next, the very first official morphers ever in Sentai, the Denzi rings. I believe each one is color-coded to match each ranger, or at least I hope so. So design-wise, it's pretty. This is the first official morpher ever, so it's going to be how it is. Though I must say, a ring for a morpher is not a bad idea, just ask Gozuger. And so, where do I want the ring? Not terrible, not horrendous. Is it a ring I would wear? I'm torn between putting it in D or in C. C because it's a ring and it's conspicuous enough to actually wear out in public. And D, but for D, I don't know, I just don't want to come. If I put it in D, it would seem like I'm coming down hard on it just to come down hard on it. But I'd say for practicality, C. And again, well, it's just a ring. But then again, here's an idea. Here's a compromise. Let me put it in D for now, and if I change my mind due to other morphers later, then I'll acquiesce and have that in C. But for right now, the Vol braces, these I do appreciate a bit more. They're color-coded to match each ranger as well as their animal. Plus, the transformation is pretty simple. So, these are pretty fine. Very nice. I want to say these could go in C. That's it, it's fine. So next, the goggle braces from Goggle 5. The one picture I'm showing just has the number 1 on it, but I do believe they're all number designated for each ranger. So design-wise, meh, not much. It's just a bracelet. Same with the Dyna braces from Dynaman, except these I don't like a bit more because they're a little more plain. Just, not even, just, yeah. Maybe this can go in F. Like, it's not, like, it's chrome, that's it. The morph with it is just Dynaman, I believe. So, not much. So next, the changers from Bioman. I believe these were called the Techno braces. And so, what do I think of it? I'll give it credit that there's a little more design to it, which is what I can say more about Dynaman's changer and Goggle 5's changer. So at best, I'd say D tier at least. And so next, Okay, this is Changeman's Changers. I appreciate that when they transform, each Ranger's mythical creature emblem appears. But aside from that, uh, what's. This is another one I wouldn't mind if this was in the or F category. It's not even plain. It's just kind of like, here's the thing. Like, this Morpher as well as the I guess the Dynabrace. It's not that it's boring. It's just so it's standard for the time. So obviously it's a bit dated per se. To which, now that I think about it, I don't know. Do I want to change the F tier category to dated? Possibly. Like, I only say that if only because these are all concepts from early on, and so it shows very much. So I think this might go into dated. So next, Flashman's. I actually like the Flashman's Changer. I love the design of it. The risk, of course, I mean, like, the the wrist strap, of course, is dated because it's going off of Changeman. But the device design itself is actually pretty nice. I might want to put that in B tier. It's actually I actually like it. And so next, the changers from Maskman. Eh, it's just a something. It's just a bracelet with the big 5 on it. I feel like this ought to go in. Okay, so contingency. Do I want to put this in D or E? It's like I said, it's not much. Like, it's just a wrist. It's just a bracelet with the number 5 on it. And for a martial arts themed Sentai about using aura power, really? It's going to, yeah, it's got to go in eh. It's like, I get it. Trust me, I know. Maskman was originally supposed to be called 5-Man, but come on, dude. Once again, this was back then, and now I'm silencing my phone. So next, Gravity. You go on the bed so you don't fall on my hands. The twin braces from Live Man. These, I believe, should go in A. This is when I believe morphers are starting to look good, because the twin brace is so nice. One is the morphing part, which design wise looks good, and the other one, which, by the way, I love wrist morphers where both things go on your arms, and on the other wrist is the emblem for each ranger that you use to morph. Like, this was the Zeonizer before the Zeonizer, and I love it. I want to buy one so much, the Memorial Edition, where we actually get the emblems for all 5 Rangers. I still want one. God, I still want one. Live Man's one of my favorite shows, and one day I want to review. One day I'm going to review it. I will. I swear on it. This one angle where I'm looking at the camera right now makes me look so crazy, but oh my god, I love Live Man. I can't help it. So next, the Turbo Braces from Turbo Ranger. Meh. These could be like B or C. Honestly, they're not too bad. Once again, I have a bias for wrist morphers that go on both your arms. And the functionality of it is pretty standard and fine. Let's say C. Not a bad design, and it's fine. Not horrible, like, it's alright. So next, 5-Man. This one is interesting because there are technically 2 changers. One for the guys and one for the girls. That's actually quite interesting. It's a precursor to later Sentai where I guess three, like, core team would have one morpher and the auxiliary members would have their own morpher. But it's kind of different here since all five rangers are the main team, the core team. So just giving the girls their own morpher is kind of different. But you see why it will be done differently, well, years later. So with this, I'd say at least B tier. So I like it all right. It's not horrible. Like, it's a fine. It's all right. Honestly, yeah, maybe B or C. They're more interesting to me than the Turbo Brace, so I like it all right. So I'd say B. Ooh. And so now the cross changer from Jetman. This one's interesting because the one bird shaped morpher, that's the actual morpher. The other one's just the communicator. So the fact that they involve two. Okay, personally, I want to put it in A, but part of me thinks that it should be in B because the risk communicator serves no purpose to the morphing sequence, like it's all the other morpher. It's nice that they actually bothered to separate the morpher from the communicator, but majority of the times they're both the same thing. Like the communicator would also serve a purpose for when they're in the Megazord and use the screen part of it as their key to combine. So it's like, I don't know. Bias aside, it feels like it should be in B tier, but because I do like the design, it's going to be an A. Like, yeah, that's about it. Like, design wise, saves it, while functionality wise, it once again, this was back then, or it's earlier time. So now we're kicking off the Mighty Morphin era of Sentai with the Dino Buckler. And so, where do I want to put the Dino Buckler? To which, fun fact right now, I eventually plan on buying one of those new Reignition Power Morphers, just because. I don't own one, but I figured, why not? And the Dragon Dagger. And what's nice about that is all that together is like 17. All that together, or at least both things separate, are $17. Design wise, it's what you expect, but I'd still want to buy it. But the OG Morpher, fun fact, Uni Warrior Thomas actually owns one. And of course, I believe, I'm not too sure yet. Someone tell me in the comments if they're still selling Memorial Edition Dino Bucklers, because I would not mind buying one either. There's a lot of Memorial stuff coming out this year and next year that I just want to get because they're so cool. But the Dino Buckler, the Power Morpher, to me, an American, the very first Morpher ever. Where do I want to rank it? I personally want to say A, but another part of me wants to say S because the design is so nice. But like, shoot, here's a crazy twist. When the Dino Buckler, when it's Tommy's Morpher and it's gold, that makes it all the better. But standard design wise with the Dino Buckler, it's going in A tier. It's great. Like, once again, it's nice. It's a step away from wrist morphers, but it's something. But it's a belt buckle which is very KamenRider-esque, and once again, the Dino medals give designation to which ranger is who. So I enjoy it, and the functionality of it, great. I love it. So next, the Aura Changer from Die Ranger, and of course, I know. This was the morpher for the Magna Defender in Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, since in Gingaman, I believe, the Black Knight transformed with his sword as opposed to having his own morpher. But I'll give credit that this did get adapted into Power Rangers. And design-wise, not terrible, it's fine. Honestly, just looking at it, like, it's alright. I don't really dislike it or anything. If anything, of course, it's a morpher you wear on both of your wrists. Honestly, ain't that bad. I'd say B tier. I believe they did even sell a Legacy Aura Changer a couple years ago too, maybe. But yeah, I'd say, yeah, B tier. It ain't horrible. It's fine. So next, the Doron Changer from Kakurenja. I actually quite like the design of it. Like, it's black and gold, and each Ranger's logo's going down. It's so nice. I love it. I might want to put this in A, because it just looks so sweet. I really like it a lot. I like it more than the Aura Changer, so... I'm sorry, I'm thinking right now, like, do I want to put it in A or in B? Well, I did just say I liked it more than the Aura Changer. You know what? Let me think about this right now, because... Shoot, know what I'm thinking right now? What if I want to put the 5-man changers in C tier and have the Doron Changer in B tier? Like, does that work? Then again, I do like it more than the Aura Changer. It might just be going to A tier. But do I want to keep the 5-man bracelets down C tier? Sure. Like, sure. For some reason, like, Flashman and Die Rangers in the same category together, it makes sense a bit more. I like it. So next. Choriki Henshin. I can't help it. This is my first S. Like, I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I love the Zeonizer. It's a morpher you wear on both of your wrists. They both serve a purpose together. And it's just so nice. The design is just so sweet. It's it's gold and silver with other accents, with other colors, like mainly red together, because it looks so sweet, and it's matching the Zeo crystal for each Ranger. Like, oh my god, I love the Zeonizer. I can't help it. I can't help it. I love it so much. And the fact that, dude, in O Ranger, King Ranger gets his own Zeonizer, but stylized to match him. I can't help it that it's so great. The Zeonizer is so great. I know I'm calling it the Zeonizer when Sentai it's the Power Brace, but I still love the design. I love it. It's too awesome to me. And so next, the XL Changer, aka the Turbo Morpher for Car Ranger / Turbo. Honestly, it could be an A or B. Not terrible, it's pretty fine. Like, personally, I don't mind that this morpher involves a key, because you need a key to drive a car. Shoot, if Turbo came out nowadays, it would either have a key or a key fob. So, like, but where do I want to put it? The design's not so bad. Honestly, it might go in A. It's decent. Do I want to put the Doron Changer in S tier or keep it in A tier? I do really like it. As well as the Power Morpher too. Crazy thought. What if I put the Dino Buckler and the Doron Changer in S tier? Because they're both such sweet morphers. Like, no bias or anything. They're just that nice. So let's give it a C. Huh. And again, no bias or anything. I just really like them. So next, the Digitizer from Mega Ranger. I know these morphers are really popular, but I just think they're alright. These are like B or C tier for me. Like, not even come down hard on it. They're nice. Honestly, I'd say put them in B tier at least. The design's that good enough. So next, the Ginga braces, if that's what they're called, and the Ginga braces from Ginga Man. I'm not gonna lie. Long ago, they gave me a sword in the stone type of feel to them, but now it's kind of too simple of a look, but not a bad look. Like in the Sentai, of course, there's a dial on them to where if you turn it to a specific ranger, you will morph into said color, to which Lost Galaxy did not want to use at all for whatever reason. But looking at it and thinking, I'd say this can go in C. It's just simple. Like, it does have a point of functionality with it. Once again, because that dial to a ranger designation and then hit the button. But, designs, it's alright. That's about it. Maybe I want to put this in B because I'd kind of rather wear that out. I actually would kind of wear that out, I guess. So I'd say have that in B. Okay. I think I'm not too sure if it's called the Go Brace or whatever, but the Rescue Morpher from GoGo 5 / Lightspeed Rescue. This deserves to be an A because I do really like this one. It's not bland. It's not boring. I like it pretty nice. Like, not even for the flipping open function, but design-wise, it's just so cool. I really like it. So next, the Chrono Changer. Ooh, I don't know who's a fan of Time Ranger, but I don't know if they'll like this one. Like, I just think the Chrono Changer is about average. Like, don't get me wrong, for functionality, it's great, but it's alright, in my opinion, so this might go in C. Like, it's not ugly, it's not horrible, like, it's average, in my opinion. Like, ooh. Now I'm thinking about it. Do I want to put the Ginga Brace in C or keep it in B? Because I would probably wear that in public, but it's fine. It's alright. But X, the the G phone, I believe they're called, from Gower Ranger. Weirdly enough, I do like this design for the G phone. It's black, gold, and when morphing, the phone will actually turn into a person. And it's coordinated all in the morphing sequence that the phone will transform into like a little stick figure with a phone. And then, poof, the Ranger. Once again, with giving Ranger designation, there's a different type of animal on the end of each phone, so that's nice. So honestly, I actually do kind of like them a bit. I can't help it when I say I do like the growl phones. That's what they're called in Wild Force, the growl phones. I'd say put them in A. I like the design fine. And this is where cell phone morphers are starting to be more of a thing. To which, come on, when you have constant wrist morphers, you can understand why you gotta take a break. Which is why it's nice to have variety in morphers sometimes. Like, when are we gonna get a morpher that's, say, a book, or a morpher that's, say, I don't know, a key fob, something like that. But next, oh god, I hate that I forgot the name. Oh wait, the Hurricane Gyro. That's what they were called. The Hurricane Gyro from Hurricaneger. Like, bro, honest to God, it was slipping my mind that I couldn't remember the name. Oh, I thought I should mention right now, I'm only doing, well, I only did the morphers of the beginning teams on here. So the Go Riders morphers aren't on here. Aubrey Black's morpher's not on here because his is a little more special, and neither are Boone Black and Boone Oranges or Go On Blacks and Go On Greens. But back to the Hurricane Gyros for Hurricane Red, Blue, and Yellow. I actually really like these designs because they give kind of a scroll feeling to them. And this is another morpher I would kind of wear out in public, so maybe I want to put this in A. I really like how this looks. A or B? No, I feel like A. Oh, sorry. The more I look at the brace, the Ginga brace now, the more I think it should be in C. A little bit. But then I do like how colorful it is, so maybe you have it back in B. But yeah, but the Hurricane Gyros, it's nice that they also fire shurikens as well, which is cool. Like, not a lot of morphers can actually be used as a weapon. But yeah, not bad. So yeah, A's a good spot. So next, the Dino Braces from Abaranger. I don't want to overhype these, but these can go in A or S. Like, not only is it a morpher with color designation to each ranger, but the head plate can also change depending on which Zord is trying to talk to someone in Abaranger. To which, not bad. That's actually pretty nice. And the design-wise, too, are just really cool. I really like them. You know what? These might go in S. These are phenomenal morphers. And when they change it up a bit, like when you say if we had, I don't know, Top Galer talk to any one of the main three, that would look cool. But yeah, these morphers, they're that dope. They're simplistic in the right way. And so imagine just changing the faceplates as a kid, having those toys. That would be so dope. And so next, the SP license from Deca Ranger. The design is nice. I like that the morpher is a police badge. And I believe the TokuCast said it best in their top 10 changers video. Not only is the SP license the Deca Ranger's morphers, but it's also their judge, jury, and in some cases, executioner when they are judging criminals. Like, not only that, the morpher is so nice that it has different variants of it in the show, like Deca Masters, Deca Swans, Deca Golds, and even a Fire Squad version to be used it later and even later. Like, we're constantly seeing the SP license because of how popular Deca Ranger was and getting new renditions of it, and it's always so cool to see. If I would want to get a morpher, it would definitely be that one. So this deserves to be an S tier. And the thought of it alone, just design, fun, everything with it's just so nice. I love it. And again, like when the Deca Rangers who are arresting criminals, no, they're not just going to slap the cuffs on you. They're going to make sure you don't go nowhere because that is their judge, jury, and executioner. So nice. I love it. So next, the Magiphone from Magiranger. Another morpher that has a memorial edition coming out. Oh, Lord. It is Magiranger's 20th anniversary, so of course. And did I also mention that... Nope, I believe I did. Anywho, the morpher, it's going in S tier. Out of all the cell phone morphers, this is one of my favorites. Like, it's in my top 3. Like, not only is it black and gold, 2 of my favorite colors, but it can also flip out into a wand because, fun fact, in Mystic Force, the Mystic Morphers were originally wands until Udana changed them into cell phone morphers just so they can be much more conspicuous. So that's just a nice detail. I really like that. So next, the Accelerator from Bokenger. I'm not going to lie right now, I might not have an issue with cell phone morphers because I really like this one and might want to put that in S. Like, I love the design. I love that the bottom wheel function here serves a purpose into the morph. And you can do that off of anywhere. It's just so cool. I really like it. And also serves a purpose too when treasure hunting. It's just, I dig it. I really like it so much. I hate the fact that I actually had an overdrive tracker once when I was a kid, but I lost it. Darn myself in my childhood. Darn. So, moving on. That's really like that morpher. Like I said, I think I'm realizing that I really don't have an issue or a deal against cell phone morphers. Do I think that they can be overdone? Yeah, but let's be honest. I don't think we really see them like all the time, like one after the other. But so next, the Geki Changer from Geki Ranger. And no, these are not the Solar Morphers because those were an American morpher. But the Geki Changers, these are not conspicuous at all compared to sunglasses, but they definitely do fit the martial arts theme more, looking much more like, yeah, practice gloves. Oh, dude, yes. What if we had these for the morphers in Jungle Fury? That would have been crazy, because, bro, I don't know if they sold toys of these in Jungle Fury or not, but, dude, these gloves, they're still a part. Here's the thing. The Geki Changers, they're not small enough that you won't be able to notice them. No, these are straight up practice gloves, like, and they're a part of the suit completely. So when in Jungle Fury, you see sunglasses morphers morphing them into martial arts rangers, the gloves are still there to the point of mind blowing. Like, you could have done less work for yourself had you just made them the morpher. Like, imagine just seeing it, like, Jungle Beast, Spirit, Unleash. These are going in A. These are nice morphers, the Geki Changers. They really look nice. A or S, but these are nice. So for now, yeah, I like them. So keep them in A. When's the next time we are going to get morphers like those? So next, the Go Phone from Go Onger. Not bad. It's fine. I'd say it's about average, so I'd say A. Really, for morphers that I don't think look terrible, I just think, okay, this is fine. Sure, have it in A. Because I don't think designs are too terrible. And again, it's another cell phone, but I don't hate it. At least it's colorful. And another cell phone, but this is going in S. The Shoto phone is too cool to turn away otherwise. A cell phone that turns into a calligraphy brush. To which how the Rangers morph is they write their element symbol, and that's how you get the spandex. Not to mention that they can conjure about anything with it. So it's so cool. I'm not going to complain about how the Samuraizer was that, but just stayed a cell phone in Samurai because the Shoto phone actually did make the appearance in Samurai, but only for Lauren's morpher. To which, wow, when you think about it, well, no, they have had calligraphy training. but still just to use a cell phone, well, a flip phone for that regard. Wow, that's a flip phone that can turn into a brush. Just dope. It's the perfect blend between traditional and non-traditional. Love it. And so next, the Tensoder. Whose ego is this? Because, oh wow. Just imagine you're Gosei from Megaforce, and you're trying to design a morpher. What will you do? Wait, you'll just start ego stroking yourself, because why not? Meh, it's not... Okay, because I am talking about Goseiger here, morpher-wise, it's not terrible. It's B tier at least. Like, that's really... It's B tier at least. But in Goseiger, you're just wondering, who the hell is the Tiki Face? Master Header doesn't look like that. So it's like, who the heck's the Tiki Face? Like, this is just... Like, the Tensoder is just a dude. At best, like, if there was a dude that this morpher was based off of, it's just a dude. So, yeah. Next, the Mobrites from Gokaiger S. The design is awesome. It's colorful. It's a flip phone, but it's infused with the Jolly Roger design. And it's the morpher you use for, without a doubt, the best collectible ever in all of Sentai that still gets sold to this day to stay up to date with the current Sentai, the Ranger Key. And then you turn it, you flip open the Jolly Roger. This is the best morpher ever. The best morpher, like the best morpher ever for a main cast. The Gokai Cellular, that's the best for these 6 Rangers. But the Mobrites alone, it's too cool. And it still gets sold to this day, I believe. I'm not too sure, but if it does, fucking hell yes. Because Gokaiger was just that cool. I want one. So next, the Morphin Brace from Go Busters. No American exclusive collectible go along with it, so just the brace itself. B or C tier. Like, the design itself, it's fine. Yeah, it's... Honestly, yeah, the morpher is not terrible. It's B or C. Like, I like the design. I like the glasses popping up and opening up. Like, that's good. Incorporates that. I think it's good. Bless me. Yeah, look at it. It's like, it's fine. I think I'm realizing something. Beast Morphers had the right idea, giving it a collectible. Because, I don't know, I feel like in watching Beast Morphers, the Morphex key with the Beast X Morpher, I don't know why. I don't know why. Like, it makes it seem a little more cool there. But that's just me. So this might go in C tier. Because by itself, it's... Yeah, like, the Morphex key gives it a little more flair to it. Like, it makes it a bit more cool. But without it, it's fine. So next, the Gabu Revolver. Another morpher from a couple of years ago that still gets sold to this day because of how awesome it is. It's the first time that a morpher is a gun. The color of it is... It's so interesting how there's no Yellow Ranger in Kyoryuger, yet you can find the color yellow almost anywhere. But yeah, the design of it is awesome. The color scheme is magnificent. Not only is it a morpher, but it's also a weapon out in combat. that you could combine with other weapons into it just for more fun and action. This Morpher alone is so awesome that Kyoru Silver, the last ranger for the 10-man team, has his own Gabu revolver in a different color scheme because it's that dope. But yeah, this completely in S tier. It's that amazing for it. So next, the Tokyu Changer from Tokyuger. I actually had this toy once. Uni Warrior Thomas gave it to me for a Christmas present, and it was nice. Not bad. Like, this is fine. How do I feel about this Morpher? Pretty bulky. Like, actually will give credit to this. Everyone knows how bulky this Morpher is. Hence why you do not see any of the Tokugers just wearing it out in public. Like, you only see them pull it out when it's time for them to morph. Because, dude, that thing is huge. Like, it's as big as a lottery ticket. But how do I feel about the Tokyu Changer? It does have good attributes, like, of course, the collectibles are color designated for each ranger, and the fact that they can do their own, like, switching of colors gimmick. Honestly, this is like a B or C. If I'm being honest, like, I like the design, the aesthetic, and everything. Like, it's just so huge, but to be expected because it's trains. I'd say B. It is definitely rolling with its gimmick, so so next, the Ninja Ichibanto from Ninja, the original Morpher, and not the Karakuri Hengen, which was swapped in Ninja Steel. To which, this could go in A. The design's not bad. It's a sword that they use to morph, and it's all their functionality. Like, morphing, finishers, Zord summoning. To which it just makes me wonder, why did they switch, like, toys to be the Morpher in Ninja Steel? Because the Karakuri Hengen was an actual star, and they wanted a ninja star more, as opposed to a ninja sword. But, who knows, unless I ever feel like looking that up. But yeah, it's going in A, since it's a ninja sword for a Morpher. But next, the Zuo Changer Cube Phone 2025, and surprisingly, that's not a Morpher. I mean, not a Morpher, a cell phone, like an actual cell phone. Then again, with how cubed it is, that's not happening. Flip phones already made a comeback before that would be a thing. But design-wise, not terrible. Honestly, that can go in A or B, because it's actually quite unique how they coordinated the cube function into a cell phone. So, honestly, it can be A or B. The Zuo Cube's not bad. Shoot, when are we going to get a Memorial edition of that? Oh crap, I forgot. Where do I want to put that again? The Zuo Changer? I'd say have it in. Well, yeah, screw it. I don't dislike it that much. So yeah, I'd say have it in A. It's not horrendous. I'd say yeah, have it in A because it's not horrendous. So next, the Seiza Blaster from Q Ranger. This can go in B or C. Like, the design wise, it's not bad. It's a Risk Morpher and a Blaster, but it's pretty. I don't know. It's just pretty obvious in my opinion. So this can go in C. So next, the Versus Changer. I actually quite like it. I think before I wasn't a big fan of it a long time ago, but now I look at it and realize design-wise it's actually not too bad. It's pretty white, but that's actually kind of fine. I love the functionality of it with how I think I like it more when the trigger machines are used for it. To which, by the way, not to which, by the way, there's specific. It's like, how do I put it? There's specific designation for when the Lupin Rangers use it and when the Pato Rangers use it. It's like like let me think. There's specific designations for when the Lupin Rangers and the Powder Rangers use it. When the Lupin Rangers use it, it's like their dial fighters are facing upward, while the trigger machines are facing downward, and honestly are another trigger alone for the gun function. So honestly, this can go in like, I really liked it a lot. So do I want to put it in ARS? I don't want to overhype it because in its standard form it's fine. So I'd say put it in A. I just now realized, when did they start selling Memorial? That had to have happened like, actually I want to say this was when they started selling Memorial Edition Morphers. It had to have been after Lupad, because after Lupad, Ryu Soldier had one, Cure Major had one, and so on. So next, speaking of which, of Ryu Soldier, the Ryu Soul Changer. Standard design. Honestly, it can go in like A or B for me. It's fine. How much? Now it's a question of how much do I like it. I think the design's about average. It's fine. I'd say maybe B. So next, the Kurame Changer. Now this might go to D because it's too simple. Like, it's just a circle on your wrist, and that's it. Like, yeah, it has different functions on what to do, like call, morph, whatever, summon a Zord. But come on, it's just a big old it's just a big old smartwatch for a show about crystals. Man, come on. So next, the Geertalinger from Zenkaiger. I'll say this, I realized this while thinking about this video. Gun morphers have different variety to them. Like, the Garber Revolver is that, a revolver, but the Versus Changer is like a standard pistol. This has a bit more of a machine gun or Gatling gun feel to them because of the crank. So, I'll say this, I appreciate the variety that they have with them. So, I'd say, have it in B tier. Ah, and the bird design's nice too because, well, Sekchan, the bird. So next, the Dawn Blaster. Not my favorite. Like, this morpher is not my favorite. I don't like the color scheme. I don't like the glasses design on it. I don't like it. I just don't like it. It's like, and like what I said about having different variety with like and like what I said, having like different variety with like guns and all. Like, this at least is like a piss. This one, like the Dawn Blaster, you can see is based off of a Glock, I guess, or whatever it is with a, or whatever it is with a barrel at the bottom. To which, I don't know, you just spin that and it's not anything. Like, I don't like the Dawn Blaster. Yeah. So next, the Ogre Caliber. Another sword morpher. not bad. I think that's good. Just have it an A. Like, I don't dislike the design. I think that I like the design alright. Because it's an insect themed. Because King Oger is insects. It does have a bit of a nature feel to it, so I appreciate it. The only thing I ever have a call out on is how to morph with it. Flip one switch, then you gotta flip all the other switch just to go back to one you missed like two ago. And I know they don't morph like that all the time, but when I see that for the first time for every for the main five, it's just me. It's just me. So next, the Boon Boon Changer. I don't have this toy. I instead have... Oop, I should have got it. I will be right back. Yeah, I don't have a Boon Boon Changer. I instead have a Boon Boom Booster. But considering this is the origins for this, and I really like the designs for this more, this deserves some much due credit, so I'd say A tier. Because I really like the functionality of the Boon Boon Changer. It has a stopwatch feel to it because of a Cars themed show. But dude, remember how I said about the spinning functionality at the bottom, at that wheel thing on the bottom that the accelerator from Bokenger had, where the Bokengers can just slide it on their arm and that's how they morph? Yeah, that has that too. The Bokenger was the origin for that. And it's just sweet. Though I will admit, the fact that you have to press the trigger button 3 times just to morph, that was a choice, because who wants to hear this 3 times just to morph? Like, for me personally, I'll sometimes press the button 3 times just to get to the point, because realistically, just to morph, you get to that instead. And just to hear the noise go out. I really like this thing. And so, it deserves much credit and should stay in A tier. But, finally, we're up to date with Gozuger. And so, where do I want to put Tegasword? I'll have him in A tier. Personally, my call out is that it's a big ass hand sword that is definitely, it has to be weird to wield. Like, that morpher definitely has to be weird to wield, considering the handle for it is like this, as opposed to like a trigger to grip. But yeah, it has to be weird to wield. Design wise, of course, like, the morpher is Tegasword, and Tegasword is the Zord that transforms, and then you have, you know what I mean, Tegasword is everywhere. Like, Tegasword, I don't want to say it, but Tegasword is Gosei, where he is the godlike entity, and the morphers are homages of him, because that is how that's what's used for him to transform, like literally transforming the toy into Tegasword, the mech. So yeah, functionality wise and everything, I'd give it an A. And like what I said about having a ring for a morpher, in the collectible, not bad, pretty nice. Especially when there's another version of it that's just silver. Well, alright, so that is the list. We have all the morphers here ranked. Let's take a look at everything, shall we? As soon as I shrink this screen, yep, there we can. Here we go. Wow, what a surprise. S tier and A, nope, never mind. There's more in A tier than S tier. Well, let me take a moment to see if I change my mind right now. Do I want to keep everything here in S tier? I kind of do. Is there anything I want to move up? I do quite like the Geki Changer and like how different they are. Maybe that can go in S tier. I'll give it a go. There! And so, the one where there's the Lee Sin is, wow, dated. And so, alright, I'm just taking one more look at the list, see if there's anything else I want to change anywhere. Ooh. Alright. What I want to put Tegasword in, well, I don't dislike the Morpher design because, once again, it's Tegasword. Like, it's fine. It's fine. I just think it would be weirdly wieldy, but it's still fine. I'd say still keep it at A. Alright then. I guess that's the list. This is the list for, well, Sentai Changers. This is everything in S and all of the above. This list, I'm going to see if I can try to share. I'm going to see if I can share my tier list onto Facebook to see if you guys make your own. But what do you guys think is a great looking morpher or a dated or great or not so great looking morpher? Please tell me in the comments section down below. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video, and tell your friends about KamenRider Blackman. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.